Hey, what's good everybody? It's your girlfriend Camilla here, and today I'm going to be playing on the Aurora World map in Geoguessr. I'm going to be playing on NMPZ because that is what it was designed for, so no moving, panning, or zooming, so let's see how I do, and without further ado, let's jump right into the video. Alright, we are in a forest, and the road feels fairly narrow, so I feel like it's probably going to be Europe. I don't really have like a strong feeling for like what part of Europe, but I think that we're in Europe at least. I guess I'll go France, maybe like a little bit outside of Paris. But there's no like bollards, buildings, poles or anything like that. So this is purely like kind of like vibe. So I'm gonna go in France. Okay, honestly, not too horrible. We were in a bordering country, so I'll definitely take that. We were in Germany and we're closer to Elvangen. Okay. Ooh. Alright, this is a little bit different. So we have definitely a different kind of tree than we had in the last round. These ones are more like palm-esque. What am I thinking here? Am I thinking like South America? Am I thinking like Southeast Asia? Am I thinking Africa? I can't see, like the pole, like I can see it like a little bit in the background. It doesn't look like rectangular. Maybe it looks slightly round, but not something like octagonal, like a max pole. There is something hanging off the pole in the back there, but unfortunately I can't like zoom in to see like the pole top. I really am unsure here. I'm gonna go, where do I even want to go? I don't know, like, because I can't even tell like side of the road, like which one we're driving on, because it's kind of too narrow of a road. Let's just go in Philly. I'll just go like a little bit north of Manila. I don't even like know if this is the right continent here, but this one's like a little bit difficult as well. Okay, cool. We're in Hawaii, so wrong continent for sure. We're closer to Halaula, and we got 33 points, so better than no points. Okay, this is very like clear coverage, like despite being like very rural in a mountain pass kind of a situation. We have a lot of dark blue sky. We kind of have like a rocky side of the mountain, but we see like a little bit of like, tufts of grass sparse throughout the rocks and stuff. What is my vibe here? I'm thinking like, I want to say like Spain? Maybe, I don't know why I'm getting like a Spain vibe. Like I feel like I'm getting like somewhere like up here. So I'll go kind of like in between like Zaragoza and Andorra. So let's see. Okay, cool. So we were close. We could have been closer. We were in southern Peru, and we're closer to the Usiqueios district. Okay, 21 points, so definitely could have been better there. Okay, this is giving me a little bit more information. So we have white outer lines. We have yellow faded dash middle. It is super, super flat. So that is probably something that I should, like, take into account. Super, super flat. So I'm thinking like, because of the yellow middle lines, like somewhere in South America, right? I don't know if this is like a bollard or just like a post in the road. Where would be like super, super flat with like no hills? Like I see a little bit of trees in the back, but not like on a hill. It's kind of just like so flat all around. Very, very sandy. Like at first I thought it was like maybe somewhere over here, but I don't think so with the road lines, or at least I'm not sure. I feel like a lot of the places I'm thinking of are also super mountainous. I don't even know. Is it like Mex ever? Like, where would not mountainous Mex be? I'm not entirely sure here. I don't know. I think I'll just like plonk it like up here in Mex and we'll see where we are. Hopefully it's the right continent. Okay, so could have been closer. It was Qatar. Forgot that Qatar had yellow road lines, so that is on me. We're closer to Al Jusufia Beach. Okay, we got 2 points. Last but not least, so round 5 of 5. What is the vibe here? I think we're driving on the right. Like this road feels like a little bit wide enough that there could be 2 cars, so maybe, I feel like it's like Europe again. A little bit muted color. So somewhere like, is this ever Gen 3? Maybe? like it's not like so sharp, the colors, right? But like where is likely to have like Gen 3 coverage? There's also this little like metal thing in the top left that's kind of like peeking out over the bushes, and I feel like it's some sort of like wire thing. Maybe I'm thinking somewhere like Albania, kind of like near the Adriatic Sea. I'm kind of getting this vibe, like somewhere around here. Okay, nope. So we were in the US, so not very close at all. We were actually in Utah, which I'm surprised it was Utah. We're closer to Clarkston, Utah. Okay, well, we got 3.7K, so hopefully that is a score I can do better at. So we're gonna keep going and hopefully improve at a rural world and see how I keep doing. Okay, this one, I think I should get an okay score. Hopefully. We are driving on the left because I can see the car on the right, like the front of the car. So they're definitely driving opposite direction of us. We're on the left. Yellow outer, white long middle. So places where there's yellow outer lines and you're driving on the left, probably South Africa or Namibia, but I don't really know too much about Namibia coverage. So maybe I'm leaning towards South Africa. I think I'll go maybe like near Klerksdorp. Okay, that was like my first like decent-ish guess. Like we got at least above 4,000, which I think is more than a combined total of all my rounds from the first one, so we'll definitely take that. We were in South Africa, we were closer to Waterval. Okay. This is a road, and we're in kind of sort of like a hilly area with these like, I don't know, like yellow, greenish, like brownish bushes. A little bit hilly, kind of like bright, not a lot of like trees or anything like that. What am I thinking here? Maybe I'm thinking like Peru, like a southern Peru perhaps, or maybe like would the dirt be more red if we were there? Maybe like North Peru. I don't know why I'm just getting like Peru vibes here, but I think I have to go with my instinct because it's NMPZ, right? So I'll go North Peru. Okay, you know what? North Peru, Nevada, kind of like a similar vibe there. We got 175, so we will take that. Okay. Ooh. Why do I immediately, like, immediate vibes are like UK? Couldn't tell you why. UK or Ireland or something like that. I mean, we don't have any road signs. We don't have any, like, infrastructure or anything really. Kind of just, like, these shorter trees and, like, a little bit of a hill in the back. And a little bit of a puddle, like a couple of feet in front of us. So maybe I'll just go like a little bit south of Manchester in the UK. Okay. We were actually in Mexico, so closer to Hidalgo. Clearly NMPZ is not my strongest game mode, but that is okay because I hopefully will get better at it throughout this. Or just like get some practice for NMPZ in general, because I mean I mostly play moving duels anyway, but it's good to practice these other modes that I'm not as good at. Okay, so kind of like flat farmland on both sides, but on the left we kind of have like a dirt like farmland, so maybe a place that hasn't had like things planted yet. And on the right there's like a lot more green. The trees are kind of like autumnal colors. We're seeing kind of like oranges, like a little bit yellow and a little bit green. I can see the houses in the back, like slightly like red roofs, but I can't see like the shape of the roofs or like the tiling pattern. I think I see like a lot of cows or something over here by the tree line on the left, but it's not like super clear. And because it's NMPZ and not no move, I can't like zoom into them. But if they are moo-moos, we love moo-moos, so hello moo-moos. Purely because of like the red roofing style and maybe like how flat it is, like I'm not pure. I thought Hungary at first, but then part of me also thought like somewhere maybe like Lithuania. I'll go Hungary. Okay. Well, Hungary was a better guess than Lithuania, but still not the right country. We're actually in Bosnia and Herzegovina. We got 4,000 points, so I think that is like probably our best or second best score of this map so far, so we'll definitely take that. Okay, this feels like very, very bright. Like it's like so overly exposed. Gosh, it feels like we're like ascending into the heavens or something like that. Okay, Very bright white. I can't even tell like what kind of trees are these. Like what continent is this? Kind of like a narrow road, not super wide. I can see kind of these like grass things on like the bottom here, like under the tree. They're kind of like palm-like, so I'm thinking like South America maybe, or Southeast Asia. I truly don't know here though, because I'm kind of just distracted by the really blindingly white light. So I'm gonna go in Colo. Okay, we're actually in India, so we were closer to Nelly Pudi, but we got 0 points. So, all right, well, we got 8.3K there, so definitely improving from our first score. So let's keep going and practicing our rural world NMPZ skills. Okay, I'm getting a vibe. So the houses are very like white and kind of like square shape. So I'm thinking somewhere over here. And then because it's like NMPZ, we can't see any like car meadows or something like that, but that's kind of just like the point of the map, is to get more of like the vibes of like rural areas, not like rely entirely on, you know, like antennas and stuff like that, which I think is good because like I'm not the strongest at car meadows, but I'm also like even in like moving, like when I don't have car meadows or don't know them, like sometimes I'm like, I have to find information, but like getting the vibes is like an important skill set I need to also improve upon. So we kind of got these like mountains, we got these like white buildings. I'm thinking maybe Oman is my guess. I'm gonna go like a little bit south of Nizwa. Okay, we were in the UAE, so we did not get the right country, but we were in near Moon Mountain Farmhouse, and we still got 4,000 points, so I'll definitely take that. Okay, okay, so it is like blindingly white soil / like road. The trees are interesting again. This one, like on the left, like this tree I'm kind of like circling with like my little mouse. Very palm-like, right? What is around it I just had with like the blindingly white sky? It was like India, like somewhere over here. So is it over there again? Because like low-key, like the vegetation kind of reminds me of that, and it does give the same like blindingly white like brightness effect. So I'll go over here because I think this is roughly where it was last time. Okay, nope, it was actually Northern Mariana Islands, so NMI, which did not recognize without the car meta, which I probably should recognize, especially if I'm going to play NMPZ more. But we got 6 kilometers away, so let's move on from that. No bad luck here. Black and white stripes on the guardrails. Okay. Are we driving on the left? I'm trying to see like what direction these like motorcycles and stuff are facing. I think we are driving on the left. I'm like 98% sure. It is a little bit hard to tell though. What is the vibe? Okay, so there's like a little bit of like a mountain in the back, lots of green. No like pole tops or anything that I recognize. I have a feeling, I feel like it feels like Bangladesh is maybe what I'm thinking. So let's go like over here. Okay, no, we were in India and we were closer to Dharmabad. Okay, well, we got 2.3 though, so we'll take that. Okay, this is a very wide road and I'm almost like unsure what continent is this. Okay, so wide road, white outer, no middle lines, kind of hilly. No bollards that I mean, like, there are bollards in the distance, but I cannot see, like, the stripe pattern on them or something. Like, I feel like we're driving on the right in the shadow, but, like, I feel like it's gonna be, like, a left-hand driving country for some reason. I don't know. I don't know why I get the, like, New Zealand vibe, or maybe even, like, Tasmania in Australia. That's kind of just, like, what I'm thinking, especially from, like, the color of the bollard. Like, I can't see, like, the like stripes or anything on them, but I'm thinking because a lot of them are like yeah, you know what, no, actually I'll go in Tasmania. Okay, Like, okay. So, wrong country, of course, but I mean, I'm gonna kind of like take a small dub of getting the right continent at least. We were in New Zealand. We were closer to Matarangi, which is on the North Island, and we got 1.1 thousand points, so not 0. Okay, random forest. Giving Europe ever. Let's go Poland. Cool. Okay, it was Canada. We were actually in Nova Scotia, closer to Bear River, which, watch out for the bears. We got 163 points. Okay, so it's kind of a similar overall score to the second round. I'm going to play this map again and see how well I do and hopefully get a better score. Okay, road. No outer lines, no middle lines. Kind of very tall trees on the right, like very, very tall trees. Kind of reminding me of like maybe trees I'd find in like Finland or something like that. I think this feels like Europe vibes, so let's go near Mikkeli. Okay. We got 3,000 points, so we were not in the right country, but we were in Russia and we're closer to Radino. So we'll take 3,000 points. It's kind of a good start, especially for how these other rounds have been going. Okay, red dirt. Red dirt. Places where red dirt could be. Could be a Brazil, although I feel like these trees don't feel like very Brazilian, but they could be, I guess. Could be Cambo, but the trees don't really feel like Cambo either. For some reason, I want to go like Kenya, and I don't know if that's like a bad shout, but that's like what the trees made me think of, I guess, at first. So I'm gonna go here, kind of close to Aldama Ravine. Okay, it was Brazil. So we were a continent off, but I was in Goiás. Okay, 26 points. Okay, narrow road. Tall reddish trees. Again, making me think kind of like either Russia or Finland, like near this border, because I feel like I see a lot of more like red trunk trees kind of like over here versus like further up in Finland. So I'm gonna go on the Finland side, but we'll go here closer to Sari. Okay, again, not horrible, but wrong country. We're in Latvia, 3.7, closer to Olinas. Okay. Ooh. Okay, kind of like a little bit muted colors, but not super muted. We've got kind of like crunchy leaves everywhere, which I feel like fall is the best for like that crunchy leaf sound. You know what I'm talking about when you're just like stepping on the crunchy leaves. Green trees on the left, but not like forest green, kind of just like a regular green tree. We have the blue sky. What is the vibe here? Maybe like somewhere around here is what I'm thinking initially. Maybe I want to go Greece. I'll go near Kazani. I feel like Greece is like my first instinct. I do see a little bit of like a white flower here. Maybe it's just like a white leaf or something like that, but I don't think it's like Estonia vibe. So, okay. Well, 9 points is better than 0 points. We're actually in Central Sulawesi in Indonesia. Okay. Holy smoke. Okay, well, I mean, it's not smoke, it's just a cloud. We're just like really highly elevated. So low-key, like, it looks like a little bit tilted, you know, like I'm like standing on one leg and I'm tilted to the side. We have 2024 Google copyright. We're on like a winding path on a mountain. We are very high up in the clouds. What is the vibe here? It's kind of green. Maybe I'm thinking New Zealand. I'm not entirely sure because I don't know. It kind of just like looks like we're about to like go through like a storm or something like that. Although I know it doesn't feel like very stormy with how blue the sky is, but I guess I've just never had like a location where I'm just like about to enter into the clouds like this. So let's go like near Fox Glacier, New Zealand. Okay. It was Peru. So we're closer to Huata in Peru, and we got 9 points. All right, 6.8K. I'm gonna play this map one more time and see if I can get a better score overall And let's see how I do in this final round. Okay, so white outer, white dash middle, very flat land. Kind of see like white square buildings like we did last time. So last time it was white square buildings and very flat. I think we were in like the UAE, but like up here. So maybe do I go in the same location-ish? Okay, this time it was Qatar. So I did not guess in the right place. We're closer to Zakara Beach. But we got 3.8, so we'll take that. Okay. I don't know if we've either had this exact location before or if it just reminds me of something. Okay, so maybe it's Gen 3, question mark. Still not 100% sure on that, but muted colors, kind of like bright white the pavement. Although I know the pavement's not like actually white, it's just like how bright the sky is reflecting on the pavement. What are the trees saying? I feel like they could be a lot of different places, so vibe-wise, maybe I'm thinking Colo. Maybe I also thought like India at some point. I guess I'll go Colo. Yeah, I can't see any like poles or anything because I don't know what this like wire is connected to. Actually, is this a pole or is this a tree? I don't know. I'll go here in Colo though and we'll see where we are. Okay, so neither Colo nor India. We're actually in Malaysia, very close to the Thailand border though. We got 0 points because we're 18,000 kilometers away, which is probably one of the furthest places you could be. So this is like, I can kind of see like reddish dirt peeking through like under the trees and stuff on the left side. It's a little bit bright. We can kind of see like the clouds like up above and kind of like a yellowish, like, I don't know, like discoloring or something at the top. I'm guessing we're in Brazil. I don't really have like a particular like region guess based off the vibe, but I think like the dirt is reminding me of Brazil. So I'll go in Tocantins. Okay, this time it was Kenya. So what can you do about it, you know? Probably guess better is something I could have done about it, but we're closer to Maragua. So 21 points, better than no points. Okay, penultimate round. We are on a road with like kind of like a fuzzy tree on the left. Like, I don't know what type of tree it is. The tree on the top doesn't have any like leaves on it. So kind of like a dead branch. On the right, we have like a darker soil. Like, I wonder if it was almost like water filled this area before. Now it just like doesn't have a lot of water because I can kind of see like a puddle-ish situation on the right. So I don't know if it like rained recently or if it was like, you know, more filled with water and it just like sunk into the ground. Do you see like red roofed houses and then kind of like orange / reddish like walls of the building? Is this giving, I feel like it's giving like South America type architecture, right? Maybe it could be giving Southeast Asia too. I feel like we could be really in any number of places, but I don't know if this like house is screaming anything in particular to me. So we'll go in Colo. Okay, we're in Mexico, so closer to El Fresno. We got 788 points, so could have been better, but that is okay. All right, last round. We are in a forest, and we see a ton of crunchy leaves on the side, a ton of maybe like pines, but actually like not really any pines that I can see on either side. Am I thinking US or Canada? Am I thinking Europe maybe? I feel like, I don't know why I want to go in the US for some reason, like kind of giving like a Carolina. That's like, that was my first initial thought. So I'm gonna go in like North Carolina near Lexington, sure. Okay, cool. So Denmark, you know, kind of close to North Carolina. We're in Brorup, so womp womp, so sad. All right, ending on a 4.7K there. Clearly, this is a map that I struggle with a lot, but I think just because I'm bad at it doesn't mean I shouldn't practice it, because I literally cannot get better if I don't try. So I know probably not the highest score that y'all were expecting or maybe like hoping for, but I can definitely learn from this. And that is gonna be it for today. Thank you so much for watching this video of me playing on a rural world in Geoguessr. If you enjoyed this video, let me know down below. Also tell me any tips or things that I missed from some of the rounds to help me get better at my NMPZ skills. And if you like playing NMPZ, then I'll have the map linked in the description if you want to try it out yourself. Thank you so much again for watching the video. Don't forget to subscribe to French Vanilla, and have a great day.